ago, I was an irresponsible young man. My companion was ignorance. This ignorance contributed to my making terrible choices that hurt and harmed so many others. One wrong choice I made ultimately put me here behind bars. When I was sentenced and sent to prison, my life seemed over. It was like a blast of wind on a flickering candle. It seemed to kill whatever little hope and goodness were left in me. I came to Sing Sing engulfed in bitterness and despair. At that critical point in my life, however, I met a number of great people who gave me positive guidance in prison. One was John Valverde, who has been my teacher, good friend, and ongoing role model. John once told me that I must make prison a monastery, a school, a place of healing and a second chance. John told me to dedicate myself to making sure that I could never be the person that I used to be. John challenged me to seek redemption, not only by taking full responsibility for my action, but also by committing to make amends, recognizing that I will have to do so for the rest of my life. But how? How could I find the redemption he was talking about? John pointed me to Hudson Link and Mercy College, which boldly declared to the world, redemption is found in education. This revelation marked a moment of personal conversion. Something shattered and then something shined inside me. For the first time, I knew what I really had to do. I had to defeat ignorance. I had to say goodbye to my old companion. This became my mission. So I made a simple decision, but a crucial one. It was a step on a long, remarkable journey that brought me here this evening. But I must admit, it has not been an easy road. But thinking of the sights I have seen on the way makes the journey priceless. My first trip to school terrified me. No subject was familiar. I was one in the class. Yet, I belonged there in the classroom, and I was thankful. My new life called to me, and I answered with a big yes, which I never felt before. I had no thought of going back to my old self. My vision had gone elsewhere. I was on a new path, although I could see only one step at a time. Deep inside, I knew something special was happening. I thought my wings were unfolding, but I could not yet see that I was flying. I believe my experience speaks for my fellow graduates. Becoming educated, we gained exciting new information about the world and our relationship to it. Not only was this a process exhilarating for many of us who once held a crippling way of seeing the world and ourselves, but we have undergone a true transformation. We plumbed the depths of the attitudes, values, and beliefs that we formerly held and challenged their validity, making major modifications in the process. Confronting ourselves, we took full advantage of the greatest privilege of the educated, to change our minds. We changed our minds. It is said that a mind that has been stretched will never return to its original dimension. This I now believe. Education has removed the blinders. With every book we read, we became a bit more aware of the painful reality of the damage we had caused. But at the same time, we could see many great possibilities, that we could repair what had once seemed irreparable, that we could build new dreams over old nightmares, that we could become givers instead of takers. Without the blinders, we were able to recognize the greatness in others and in ourselves. We were compelled to unite in such greatness, rather than remaining alienated from our humanity. We have discovered how precious and how truly passionate and fulfilling life can be. In a sense, becoming educated has been a dying process. Our old selves were burned to ashes. Like the phoenix, from these very ashes we rise again. We emerge as men who proclaim the birth of new hearts and minds, committed to share everything we have, our knowledge, skills, and talents, to restore our broken relationships with our communities and our loved ones. As I humbly stand here before you, I confidently declare that we are not the men that we once were, and that we are destined to become much more than what we are now.